everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Dish with Candice Cooper. Okay. Can we just like take a moment to appreciate my highlights? I refreshed them last night. Yes, that is correct. I do them on my own. I mean, I am a hairstylist. I always go and get my hair cut because I love my hairstylist, but I do my color myself. I just feel like people over highlight brunettes when all we really need are 12 highlights. That's really all we need. And I have my little silvers. Can't even tell. Can't even tell. Right? I started highlighting, I think like a little after 7 p.m. yesterday, and I finished at like 10:37. Like 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. Yeah, like 3 hours. And I left my highlighting board at work. So I had to cut a piece of cardboard and then lay my foils over that. If you're a hairstylist and you're not using like a foiling paddle, I just love it. It gives me a secure, flat surface, and then I can manipulate the product in and it just takes more evenly. I just love it. So I probably did maybe like 12 to 15 foils on my hair last night, but I did do a full foil. You just take just like slice, right? And then teasy and then paint. But I toned with Redken Shades EQ 8GI. If I would have had a 9N, I would have used a 9N, but it was 10 o'clock at night, and I didn't want to have to wait to tone my hair until the next day. Thank you so much, William. I appreciate it. I'm happy with how it came out. Just like, thank you. Thank you, Rebecca and William. Thank you guys so much. Simple, just go get your hair trimmed. And people are always like, oh my God, bleach and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, listen, as long as you get your hair trimmed every 3 months, you're going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Me personally, I like a little teasy light in my hair. I feel like it just breaks it up because my natural hair color is super, super dark. It's this color. It's super dark. New sub. That's what's up, Rebecca. Yeah, come join me for all of my hair talk. And we are going to talk about everything that's going on in the world. You hope I become a big content creator. I hope so too. Thank you. Thank you. I love that. We're working at it. We're working at it. Just sharing my passions. Share my passions. And I have a Gemini rising, so I was born this way. I was born this way. Yes. I don't even know what's going on in the world. Everything. It's so crazy. We should probably talk about Jeff Lewis. He had on Beverly D'Angelo and my least favorite housewife, Shannon Bedore. I don't know if you guys are big listeners to Jeff Lewis Live, but Shannon Bedore does this thing where she goes, and the way it picks up on the mic just gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't know why. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies. And I would love for Jameson to say to her, don't do the sound. And I think her and this like good girl, prim and proper, she doesn't go up to men. She is so annoying. And I wonder what Ramona, I feel like Shannon Bedore and Ramona should go on an ultimate girls trip and they should stay in a room together. Because I think that Ramona would absolutely hate Shannon Bedore. This is my Poppy soda, or is it an Oli Pop? I always get them confused. They're like basically the same thing to me. But I have the orange cream one. First of all, can we just talk? I'm so annoyed. My cat keeps eating my plant. I came home to a plant assault. This beautiful, beautiful leaf destroyed. These fucking animals. I love Costco, and I went and got their grass-fed sliced beef. I have been making these pitas with salad and the sliced beef on top with a little bit of the Trader Joe's sweet chili sauce. It is the most delicious dinner. I just, there's no reason. Every once in a while, I will go out to eat. Like if I want to go and socialize, go have brunch with girlfriends or dinner with a friend, I will totally go out. But when it comes to food, I cook better than anybody else. I really do. Any of the restaurants. I mean, granted, there are a ton of restaurants that I've been to that I'm like, okay, you're amazing. This is delicious. But and then I also make the best desserts and snacks. And I'm just like, I mean, I like when I cook at home better. And I got broccoli sprouts and I got a spider plant. So I'm like really actually super bummed out about my plant right now that my cat bit this. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know where I'm going to put it where they can't reach it. But they like when you breathe on them. They do. And she's due for a little watering as well. But this is I got her for the Chinese Lunar New Year. I really am very upset about this leaf because it was beautiful and very happy. Cats do stuff like that. Yes, we know. We know. Anyway, if you're going to Costco, get the sliced grass-fed beef. It's delicious. I got it Friday. It's now Monday. I ate it all weekend. And I have the second part of the container. So it comes in like 2 packages. So I'm going to eat the second package this week. And I made a little broth. I had some vegetables. Oh my gosh. First of all, I just want to say I cut some carrots the other day, sliced them up. I thought, I'll put half in my stew, or my soup, half, just as like a little snack to bring to work. I got up from my nap today and I started munching on those carrots. They were sweeter than any cookie. They were delicious. Just like loose organic carrots that I got at Sprouts. They were so good. So fresh, so sweet. So I finished those. I was like, those are supposed to be for work this week. Now I have to figure out other things I'm going to eat. I still have a salad. I have arugula because we don't have a microwave at the salon. So I have to eat cold things during the week. So usually just like salads and, tuna, sardines, stuff like that. And crackers. I would love if we got a microwave though. That would be chef's kiss, literally. But thankfully, I have a ton of places around me that have absolutely delicious food and great coffee. And so there's no shortage of places for me to get goodies around work. So it's all good. But let's talk about Jeff Lewis Live. Okay, back to what I was saying. He had Shannon Bedore on. He had Beverly D'Angelo. And I love Bev because I think that Shannon annoys Beverly too. Because Bev just breaks her balls. And Shannon is like, no, Bev, no, no, I'm not like that. And Beverly is just like, because they constantly are teasing Shannon about having a crush on Steve Gutenberg, who honestly, I kind of have a crush on Steve Gutenberg too. But they were like, what does Steve's ex-wife look like? She's blonde, she's blonde. So funny. But I don't know, this whole act that Shannon puts on is so she acts like she's like a 90-year-old lady, and she's so like, oh my god, oh my god, oh, I would never, go up to a man, I would never. She is not, I say this every time Jeff has her on, she is not a yes ender. She does not know how to keep the joke going. It's so, and Jeff like loves to break her balls, but someone's got to tell her. You have to just like go along with it. Be funny. Like lean into it. Be sarcastic. She always takes Jeff so seriously. And it's like she just doesn't know how to go with the vibe of the joke. She gets so bent out of shape and it's so annoying. A crush on Steve Gutenberg. What yikes. He's cute. Okay? He's cute. I like kind of like a burly guy. And you guys have to remember, I grew up with Tom Selleck, Steve Gutenberg, like all of it, Patrick Swayze, all of these super handsome, manly men who were also very in touch with their masculinity and femininity at the same time. Like we grew up with men who like looked masculine but also were protectors and defenders and problem solvers, and instead now we have a bunch of fucking wimps. So all I'm going to say is what are they spraying the air with? Because what happened to the Tom Sellecks, to the JFK Juniors? I was 15 when JFK Jr. died. Okay? And I think that's the good die young. The good die young. The good die young. Okay? He is Alton Dumpy. Oh my gosh. Tom Selleck was not 4'5". Shut up. He was like 6'2". Whatever. Nobody could compare to Patrick Swayze. Nobody could compare to JFK Jr. Nobody could like, you just can't. So, yeah. Bring it back. And I just like, I want to say that passion that we like, I haven't felt passion for somebody like that in like 15 years or more. I don't know if it's a sign of the times. I don't know what it is, but I have not felt like I have felt, and I was talking to somebody the other day and I was like, God, to be in a relationship with somebody again, it's like every relationship, because I work with people all day, every relationship that I observe of a man and a woman who have a happy family, relationship, home, whatever, the man loves being with his wife or doing stuff for his wife or having a home and family with his wife. If a man doesn't want to spend time with you, if a man doesn't want to go on walks with you, doesn't want to work out with you, doesn't want to, like, then that is not sustainable. That is never going to work. And just like fucking what's her face said to Kyle Richards about Mauricio, um, he is never going to emotionally fulfill you. That is what it means for a man and a woman to be together long term. Truly, they have to be best friends with each other, and an emphasis on the man, okay? Because a woman, she women stray for sure. Women will leave the home and disappear and abandon their family more than men. So you have to find a man who wants to be your best friend, who wants to like go to the stores with you, who wants to do all that stuff with you, and not to be like a dead weight and hinder you, but because he genuinely like loves grabbing breakfast every Sunday with you and going for long drives with you or whatever it is. It's like it has to come from the man, and that's why so many women before us have said that the man has to love you more, because he truly, a relationship, women will fucking stay. You could I look around and I see these beautiful women with these ugly ass men. And I'm like, yeah, that woman would rather have that ugly ass boyfriend than be alone. And men have to do very little. So women will stay. But it has to come from a man. Because if a man isn't into it, isn't into you, he'll just torture you until you leave. Because very rarely will they want to give up their stability. They will leave, but they will most likely torture you until you leave. Sounds like I need a woman. Oh my God. William is so spicy tonight. He's full of insults. I love it. But yeah, every relationship that I've observed between a man and a woman, and they have a family together, and she seems happy, it's because he is attentive towards her. Obviously, no relationship is perfect, and people have their ups and downs and trials and tribulations, but they enjoy each other's company. They have things that they do together as a ritual. They go for walks together. They work out together. They go to the plant store together. Um so yeah. Ta-da. Doo-doo. It's very very interesting. But back to Jeff Lewis. I love Beverly D'Angelo. She's back smoking her cigs, and she's so funny. She's like, I'm an addict, Jeff. I'm an addict. I'm addicted to nicotine. I wonder if she went on the GLP-1, if that would help her with the cravings. Now, here's the thing. We all know Jeff to talk about his food for at least 20 minutes of every show, 5 days a week. And since he's been on the GLP-1s, he's barely talked about lunch. He's barely talked about food. He's off the Celsius. So I wonder if this is going to change his personality. And he went off, or he said that he was already eating through the 0.25 or whatever that first initial dosage is. And the doctor's going to bump him up to a little bit higher of a dose. And he said he felt a little bit nauseous last week, but not a lot. So he's going to go on a bigger dose. And I'm super curious to see, like, how his personality is going to change. Is he going to stop drinking? Because it cuts your craving for alcohol. Is he going to, like, how is it going to change his personality? How is it going to, because he's a little bit neurotic about a lot of stuff. So I wonder, and then little Monroe, she had to go and get a cavity filled. And then he said that they got him for the sealants on her teeth. And I do want to say shout out to sealants, because my mom got me sealants when I was little, and knock on wood, all good. And somebody, I think it was like Bev, who said, oh no, it gives them a false sense of whatever. Girl, I be flossing, I be water picking, I be oil pulling. I am obsessed with my teeth and oral health. I'm just obsessed with self-maintenance in general. Like today I did weights and my walk. So I'm feeling good about my day today. Yesterday I did my walk, and I'm feeling good. But so I just, it's very interesting. Chef Stu is also on the GLP-1s. He's looking good. He's looking sexy. And I'm just like, I don't know if I want to take a GLP-1, but as we get older and I have like a little bit of lipedema on my leg, I'm like, I wonder if a GLP-1 is helpful for me. And side note, I have been watching a lot of old Rachel Zoe Project, and when they accused her of giving her clients horse pills, I think that they just meant that she gave them stackers. Because that was like, I used to take stackers in high school. I remember everyone was like, oh my God, like it was obsession with Skinny. Skinny was still very big, 98 to 2002. And I remember in high school, older girls telling me about stacker. And I would take a stacker after lunch, counterintuitive, because I had a really boring math class right after lunch, and I would be super tired after lunch. So I would eat my lunch and then take my stacker and go to math class. And then I had like 2 more classes. I had like that class and another class, and then I was done for the day. Because I think I had lunch at like 12 or 12:30. And then, then I had math after that and maybe 1 more class, and I got to go home. So I think Rachel Zoe was just giving her clients stackers, which like everyone was taking. I don't recommend stackers now because, oh my goodness, knowing how sensitive all of our hearts are and how crazy intense stackers are, sometimes I'm just like, I'm so sorry that I stressed you out so much in high school and I didn't even end up being skinny. Yeah. Didn't even end up being skinny. So, but now I do it the right way. Back then, everything was like fat-free and, bulimia, anorexia, eat carrots until you turn orange. It was so weird. Now we're like, lemon water, spirulina, chlorella, collagen powder, working out, lifting weights, REM sleep, sunshine in the eyes. Like, this is my vibe so much more. I wish, and I feel like the early 1900s were a lot like this too. They had spa retreats, and they were really into water therapies and sunshine and salt therapy and all of this stuff. Then it went through a long period of like artificial, fat-free, weird fillers, all of this stuff. Now we're finally coming back to like, I cannot wait to put my broccoli sprouts on my tuna for lunch tomorrow. And I can't wait to get off of here and floss my teeth, brush my teeth, maybe do a whitening strip, maybe put a face mask on and elevate my legs and put the red light on. That is what gets me excited in life. I'm such a cheese ball. Like, I did my power walk today with my weighted vest on, and I just was like, I could walk for another hour, but I have to go home and record and take the animals out and all that stuff. But I literally could have stayed outside and done at least another hour of my walk. So I'm so into life now. It is when I was in high school, I was making green tea potions. I was making homemade cleaners. I was making face masks, and I was putting honey on my face, and I was drinking green tea, and I was like, that was my vibe in high school so hard. And everyone would make fun of me and be like, oh, what are you wearing, clear mascara? And yeah, like now I don't even fucking wear mascara. So, oh my gosh, yeah. So I don't know. I'm just like super into, I know it's like on one hand, the world is falling apart and everyone's eating children and breeding them to hunt them. And then I'm like, broccoli sprouts, this is what they mean about cognitive dissonance. And I'm totally aware. I'm totally aware of where I fall on this scale. I'm like, oh, like they're abducting children. All right, I guess I need like some foils in my hair. What? What? Oh, Nene, he's sleeping. He's so cute. He like let me see if I could show you guys that's his little cave. He's got some plants. But I leave the door open. At night I do close it. Otherwise he'll leave me little presents. But he loves his little bat cave. He's chilling in there. He's so cute. He's such a good boy. We went for a long walk yesterday. And I was like, we gotta make sure you get your little muscles worked out and I always trim his nails. So he's, I give him a bath here. I trim his nails. I just got his teeth cleaned. Very expensive. But he's worth it. He's worth it. I've had him for 16 years. I got him when I was married. No, I got him right before I got married. So I got him in February of 2010. And I got married in July of 2010. So yeah, I've had him for 16 years. Oh my God. I've been walking him 4 times a day, minimum, for 16 years. Snow, sleet, rain, hail, tornadoes. I've walked him. 100 degrees, 118 degrees. I've walked him. So I always make sure that he is well exercised and taken care of. And he's living his best life. You're going to be my next ex-husband. Child, no one is getting married. No one is getting married ever again. Yeah, it's so crazy. And Sheer 7, our girl Sheer 7, her husband James died. So that is so sad. He was much older than her. And everyone's like, oh, Sheer must be celebrating. She must have like a life insurance policy on James. She seems really sad. Her little is muted. So she seems a little sad, my Shira and my Shayla. And so I feel so sad for her. Nene, mommy could hear your tummy from here. He had a delicious dinner. Oh my gosh, Jason, I'm so sorry. 42. Oh my goodness, so young. It's like a baby. Like, that's so crazy to me. And my grandmother's going to turn 90 in April. And that is crazy to me. She was born in the fucking 30s. That is nuts. That is completely nuts. But that's so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm super excited for the Jeff Lewis lineup this week. He's been extra giggly. He's been extra, like when they said that when they do the joke Ginger snap, and then Jeff snapped like a twig because their waiter was hitting on Brogan and like touching Brogan's shoulders and not touching Jeff's, and Jeff and Shane is like, yeah, he could have touched you, but he didn't want to touch you. And Jeff just was like, he abandoned me. He usually massages my shoulders. So, oh my gosh, so fucking funny. And I feel like Brogan and Shane are morphing into the same face. They literally are together, like that horror film Together. They are becoming one. Both very handsome, but they do look a lot alike. And we all know the gays love to date guys who look like themselves. I love it, but I'm excited. Oh, God, wait. I think Jeff is having Sarah Colonna on this week. I hate Sarah Colonna. I hate her. I don't even care that she's a Capricorn and I'm a Capricorn. I cannot stand her. And I think that if she was not married to John, who is very wealthy, she would not be able to continue to be a comedian because nothing about her is funny. I cannot stand Sarah Colonna. I don't know why I have this visceral reaction towards her. I don't know her. Maybe she's very lovely in real life, but I truly cannot stand her. Period. And I just feel like she'd be working at Applebee's if she didn't have John, her rich husband. Because there's no way she's funny enough to make enough money to live the way she lives. I don't think Roseanne is funny anymore either. Like she comes up on my TikTok and I'm like, what the fuck happened to her? I mean, when I was growing up, Roseanne had multiple personalities. Like she went on talk shows and talked about how she had multiple personalities. I don't even know that show. But yeah, I just don't think Sarah Colonna is funny. And I think that if she didn't have a rich husband, she wouldn't be able to afford to live that lifestyle that she lives and work solely as a comedian. And I also want to know, John is so handsome. Why was he obsessed with Sarah? Like she looks like him, only with long curly hair. So, I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. She's going to be on this week, I'm sure. But I'll be looking forward to the other guests. He's been really, really fun. Jeff has just been like very giggly and very funny. He had Chaz Dean on last week. Who else did he have on? Oh my God. Did you guys hear that Rinna supposedly got roofied in early January at the Traders premiere party, and Colton was the one who noticed that she was acting weird? I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that that's really weird. He's really weird, and he creeps me out. and we will not ever forget. Like, I don't need to watch The Bachelor or whatever the hell he was on just to know. And he's on Jeff Lou's live all the time too. And I wonder, I don't like, look, I don't like every single guest that Jeff has on. I don't like a lot of the guests that Jeff has on. And I miss a lot of the old guests that Jeff used to have on. Whatever. But I really don't like how much he likes Colton, because I feel like Colton is not a good guy. So I don't know. Story developing on what happened with Rinna supposedly getting roofied at the party. I'm sure more will come out. She hasn't really said much. I just saw this on TikTok. So really, this is all just allegedly. But we will find out more, I'm sure, in the days to come. She'll either confirm or deny this story. And yeah, we'll see from there. It's just weird that Colton was the one who was like, why are you watching her so closely? So weird. If you're not watching Southern Charm, you should be watching Southern Charm. It's crazy to me how much Craig has a type. He clearly went for the blonde Paige of Charleston. Somebody also posted on TikTok her new man at her birthday party. So clearly she's not in a relationship with Craig. Craig was at the party. He's at the very, very end of the picture. His like little head. Oh my gosh. And I want to say that Watch What Happens Live did Craig so dirty, because he had on these pants and like he had on like, oh my God, Sheena Shea's husband, Brock, who used to wear the high-heeled boots. Okay, well, Craig has on high-heeled boots, and his feet look like they're this big. And I feel like Craig has small hands and small feet, and Paige was probably like he might be 6'2", but he has like a 9.5 shoe. Like tiny. So if you're not watching it though, watch it, because it is so good. Bev Hills is so good. I love Amanda Francis. Everyone is ragging on Amanda Francis. I literally love Amanda Francis on this show. And why? Not necessarily because I like her, but because I think she adds an interesting layer to the dynamic. Like, everyone is in their 50s. And she's just turned 40, and she still has like little kids in the house. And that gives her so much more of like an opportunity to have like a great story arc. Her husband is fucking handsome. She's okay looking. She's cute. So I think that they should keep her on the show. And there are rumors floating around that she left the show mid-season. I really hope that that's not the case, because I want to see her the rest of the season, and I'd love to see her come back. And I'd love to see Rachel's divorce unfold. I'd love to see just like maybe Amanda helping Dorit, Amanda helping Erica. And Erica is like, I'm into this manifestation stuff. Like, I'm down. I want to like know more. So I thought it was great that Erica went to Amanda's house just to like talk to her one-on-one and to be like, what the fuck happened with the cult? Clearly it was like a religious cult. And she like moved to Florida with this pastor guy, and then whatever, yada yada. So but I like it. I like her. I like her dynamic. I like the extra layer she adds to the show. And Amanda, come back. We all want to know more about your manifestation queen dream, Barbie, Malibu life. Dolphins in the background. We have Shaws of Sunset. I'm sorry. Persian, Valley Persian style. Shaws of Sunset 2. They only gave us 9 episodes. This is like my crack, okay? It is so good. I'm so upset. Sky is so scary. I would not ever want to be Sky's hairstylist, because she has them get that fucking highlight like right up to the root. And you know she gets her hair done like every 3 weeks, because that highlight has not fucking moved from that root. And she just doesn't look good as a blonde. Like, that color does not look good on her. It washes her out. It doesn't look good. I mean, whoever did it did a great job, but it doesn't look good for her skin tone. And I know that her hairstylist has probably said, why don't we go a little bit this way? And she's like, no, I want this. And she's scary. Sitting with her for 5 hours, 4 hours, doing her hair, cut and color, she's fucking frightening. I think that Tenon and Greg are adorable. I love them. I want to see more of Natasha and Amir. I want to see more of Mercedes and Tommy. I want to see more of Reza and Adam. I want to see more, all of them. All of them. Even Sky and Bombshot. I want to see more of them too. The fact, and they're not even picked up for a season 2 yet. The audacity. They're amazing. Why are they not picked up for a season 2? And I want 15 episodes, 17 episodes. The reason why we loved old school Roni so much is because they gave us 18 episodes a season. You have all of the material. Why are you not giving it to us? I want to see a behind the scenes. I want to see an unedited, uncut version. I want to see pop-up video. We used to have so much cool creative TV. The budgets are so constricted right now that I want 18 episodes. Why not? Why not? You give me 8 episodes? I don't like it. I love it. I don't like that you're only giving me 8 episodes. I want 18. It's so good. And it's like, I know that you have the material, so just give it to us. Anyway, listen to me. I love you all. Have an amazing night. I'll be back on Wednesday. We'll chat. We'll catch up. Let me know in the comments below what you have going on. Are you listening to Jeff Lewis Live? Are you watching all of my favorite shows on Bravo? What do you think of them? What do you think of the cast? Are you going to Jeff Lewis Live in Phoenix, March 26th? Let me know. And I'm so excited to get back to you on my broccoli sprouts and how my plants are doing and all the other great stuff that's going on. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. And this is your sign to go and get 6 highlights. Go and get your 6 highlights. Freshen it up a little bit. And as always, I will see you guys. Oh, and you could always follow me on TikTok, The Reluctant Feminist, because, like, I don't want to have to be a feminist, but, like, I don't have a fucking choice, okay? All right, you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Mwah. Bye. Ciao, ciao, ciao.